welcome to a very interesting topic. Something that bothers, something that concerns, something that is very important for you, for me, and probably for everybody else. This is about careers. The moment I say careers, here we talk about jobs. People are always looking for jobs, people are looking for careers. So first and foremost, we wonder what's the difference. The second dimension is, a lot of people tell you, right, you need to plan your career, you need to, talk to people who can guide you, probably who can counsel you as to what is right, what's good in the market, what will get you a quick job, what will get you better money. Yes. But as I go through life, my own and also others, and as a consultant, coach, trainer, facilitator today, when I see thousands of people who go through their jobs and careers, many things come out very clear, very evident. Number one, not everybody is happy in their job. That makes a vast majority. Number two, even if many of them, okay, they're earning a living, they're happy with the money they're earning, but they're not happy with the job they're doing. It is like, there is no love, there is no passion, but they need the job because we all need money. We all need money for our breakfast, lunch and dinner. We need money for new clothes. We need money to travel. We need money to own a house or rent a house. Yes, necessities of life, but that doesn't make me happy. So then, if thousands of people are not happy in their jobs, what happened? Where do people go wrong? And what you can do. It doesn't matter whether you are starting your job, your career, or whether you are making that first or second change in your life. You're still young enough, between 25, 30 years of old, you're making the change. So now you can't afford to make mistakes again. So can you make the right change? Or if you're already stuck in your job, you're 35, 40, 45, 50 years old, and there is this midlife career crisis. What do I do? This question bothers a lot of people. And here, let me spend a little time with you. It's a wonderful investment for you to understand why do people go through these challenges and what you can do to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. Or if you're already into it, how do you come out of it? How do you shape your career? How do you make the change for the better? How do you, keeping your head high, you start enjoying your job. You gain that, the job satisfaction. And that is why I would like today to bring your focus, your attention to something called career planning. Change it. It is not about career planning. If you don't even plan your career, yes, you're worse off. But if you're planning your career, definitely, better than not planning at all. But it's time that if you want job satisfaction, if you want career happiness, you must know job satisfaction, career happiness is a science. It's an art and a science. Once you understand the science, if others can succeed, I guarantee you, you too will succeed. So let's move from career planning to career mapping. So how are they different? Look, career planning, what happens? So people ask you, a person who helps you with your career planning, what normally you call them as career counselors or career guiders, right? People who guide you into your career. They say, hey, this is the best job. Oh, good. These days, a lot of people with computer science are getting better jobs, better pay. You should also do it. You learn computers. Okay, I know thousands of people who did that. And today they are unhappy. Because they suddenly realize that their life is not about sitting in front of a computer from morning to evening. It doesn't suit them. While it may be okay for some of them, it's not okay for some of them. So how do people choose careers? How do people choose jobs? They choose because the pressure Pressure can come from parents, pressure can come from teachers, pressure can come from our own friends, from peers. And then we make our choices of what job that we need to go into. It's time, that is where the whole dimension is. It is time you relook at it. It is not about what is available in the market. It is not about what your friends are doing. It is not about how much money that you're going to earn in the job. Because they're all short term. So if you need to look at long term, if you want to enjoy a job, if you want to have the job satisfaction, if you want to be happy about doing what you're doing, then it's time to move from career planning to career mapping. What does career mapping do? Career mapping basically helps you understand your own self, your own mind, your own life, right? Your own value systems, your strengths, your capabilities, your competence, your talents, your values, your wishes, your dreams, right? Your attitudes. Each one of this, your mindsets, right? Your habits, each one of that can be mapped to the right job. So when you get the right job, when you hit the right career, you enjoy it because you love it. So the life is not about never work for money, while money is important. But if you love something, money will come, happiness will come. Money follows passion. It's not the other way around. That is why, my dear friend, it's important for you to relook at what has happened to you in your career. If you're ready to start, wonderful, you are making a bright start. If you have already started, it's time to relook. But if you're already stuck in your career, midlife career crisis already happening, it is high time you relook, you take a serious relook and do something about it urgently, immediately, because ultimately you deserve happiness. Happiness is your birthright. Your job, your career should give you that happiness. If there is no happiness in your job, if you're doing 9 to 5 or probably much more, right, you're burning, but you're not getting that happiness and joy, then there's no point. It's time you change. So let us look at it. What do I do? When I say career mapping, what is the first thing that comes to me? Look, career mapping is about what? Career mapping is mapping that career which is suitable for me. So what should I do? I need to start introspecting. I need to start reflecting. I need to start asking questions. What are some of the questions? Let me give you some very interesting questions. If you really look at this, it is my career, it is my choice. So I start by asking, who am I? Who am I? What am I here for? What's the purpose of my life? What do I want to get out? What is it that, what do I want in this life? What do I want? What is it that I'm looking forward to? What do I value most? Right? We all have value systems. So your job is to reflect, to introspect, to rethink. What is it that you really want? What is it that you really value most? At the same time, what am I capable of? All these years in my life and career, what did I learn? What did I invest my time in? Where am I very good at? Introspect. Find out. Analyze. Think. It's time you do that. It's high time you do that. And then look at, hey, am I aiming high enough? A lot of people, settle down for very ordinary jobs. You can start anywhere, it really doesn't matter. We all start small. Because when we complete our education, we are new to the working life. It's okay. But one should always aim high. So am I aiming high enough? Right? Am I going to get the best out of my job? Then the next question is, how am I different? There are so many people. I have my friends, I have my classmates, I have my brothers and sisters, I have my parents, I have my uncles, aunts, I have other people, my neighbors, right? Who are all working. How am I different from all of them? So can I choose a job which is unique, which is special to suit me, my strengths? What are my strengths? What are my powers? What have I developed? At the same time, also take stock of what are my weaknesses? What are my fears? Look, my dear friend, it is very, very important to understand your strength, your weakness. Why? Because if you're going to choose a job or a career based on your weakness, you're going to struggle. Because it's based on your weakness. You're very weak there. And automatically you're going to struggle. It is not easy. That means you're going to have tough times at the workplace. Your boss is likely to be unhappy. Your peers, your team members are going to be unhappy with you because you're not likely to perform on your weakness. It takes pain, lot of pain. It's not easy to convince. So then you have more fear. You're afraid whether you'll lose your job. You're afraid what the boss will say. You're afraid what the customer is going to say. You're afraid what the colleagues will say. How long are you going to do that? So time to shift. Time to shift to understanding, hey, what are my strengths? Can I choose a job where I am very good at, where I'm really strong? Look, this word strength and weakness are words in English. But you need to understand the psychological depth. You need to understand the true meaning. You need to understand what is the core strength. What are you, right? So how do you measure that? They are very important aspects. I will come back to you talking about strengths and weaknesses. Right? The moment the right person for the right job or the person who will do very well is a person who decides to take up a job based on his strength. Definitely not the other way. Unfortunately, we are all groomed to build on our weakness. No. For a change, you look at all the successful people. People who have done very well in their careers. They have used their strengths. It is not their weakness. Each and every one of them. You look at politicians, very top-notch politicians. You look at freedom fighters. You look at scientists. You look at artists. You look at musicians, right? You look at engineers. Look at the experts. Each one of them were passionately involved in what they believed in. And they chose a career to suit them. And they succeeded. Many people with similar qualifications, similar attributes, or probably even less than that, or more than that, did not succeed because they chose careers not based on the strengths, but based on weaknesses. Yes, we have been talking about something. We have been saying jobs. I use this word jobs. I use the word career. So you must be wondering, what is this? Jobs, careers, jobs, careers. Let me give you a little insight about what are these jobs and what are these careers all about. When you say I want a job, which is what most people end up doing, what are you doing? Directly you begin your downward journey because you're looking for a job. Why? Because job is short term. I just want a job. I don't want to stay at home. I want to be employed somewhere. I want a job. It is short term. And the second factor is, it is now. Now I want it because I need the money for whatever the reason. It is short term and it is now. Those to the high sense of urgency to get some job, right? Then there is the urgent need for money. So I'm looking at a job not because I want happiness or satisfaction, but because I want money. Any job that gives me money, can I take it? Then you wait to be told. You don't even know. I see applications of people who cannot even make up their mind what job they want. Subject says any suitable job. That means the person doesn't even know what he wants to do. He leaves it to somebody to tell him, this is the job that I'm going to give you, this is what I want you to do. Look at that sad plight. Wait to be told. That's the job. And the other one is, there is no other go. There is no other go. This is the only thing I got, so okay, fine, let me go. Let me do the job. And fulfill others' need. Somebody calls me and says, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this? Okay, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. It is about fulfilling somebody's need, not about what I want to do. Right? That is another issue. Then, it is a temporary satisfaction. Yes, any job, when you get it, when you don't have money, when you don't have a job, when you're unemployed, right? When you get a job, yes, it gives you satisfaction. But the satisfaction is very, very temporary. It is very short-lived. It cannot be lasting. It is not permanent happiness. Why? Because you are satisfying somebody's need. You are looking for the job only for money. The moment you start getting the money, what happens? You start getting bored at the job. You start looking ways and means, but you don't have any other choice. So you continue. At the most, what are you going to do? You may quit the job, join another company, but end up doing the similar job or some other job, but again not out of your interest. So you are only moved from company A to company B, but still unhappy. Why? Because you are looking for a job. And look at that, not out of passion. So it is not that you love the job, it is not that you are very passionate about it. You just chose it because you studied something, so okay, fine. So a lot of people, if you notice, also realize that they are not, what they studied and what they are doing are totally two different things. That means even the career selection they made or a subject selection they made during their education was completely not based on love or passion. Again, due to peer pressure. So that is why when you say career mapping can start very, very early, right from your school days itself, right? As you enter, mature ages of making choices of what you want to study, right? Now, look at something else. Jump jobs. So these people, because they've chosen a job, when they find that this job is not happy, what do? They leave it and they jump. They go to another company. After some time, 6 months, 1 year later, they again jump. They make. Why? Because they find the second job also not happy. Then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth. What is happening? Now what happens? They are likely to get labeled as a job jumper, a rolling stone. You might have heard this saying, rolling stone never gathers moss. Rolling stone is a rolling stone. That means you have hurt your career, right? You will get your promotion, you will get your career growth only if you stick to organizations. Organization recognizes, right? And they groom you, they elevate you, they groom you to take on higher roles and responsibilities. So people who are looking for jobs lose that opportunity very, very early because they start jumping jobs. Why are they jumping jobs? Because they're not happy. They're not satisfied. They think jobs are all about money. Sad. Yes, it's money. But much more than money is job satisfaction. Much more than money is happiness. And then finally, you have lax focus. There is no focus. Anybody says, can you do this? Okay, I'm ready. Somebody says, can you do something else? Yes, I'm ready. Can you do something else? Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything as long as I get money. With that kind of a lack of focus, right? It's impossible to build a meaningful, happy, satisfied careers. And finally, what the person does, it perspires you. Lot of sweat. You struggle in your job. Let's change. I want you to make a small decision in your life. A decision you will be proud of. A decision that will bring out your strength. A decision that will bring out your uniqueness. A decision that will give you the gift of your life. That decision that makes you happy. That decision that gives you job satisfaction. And on top of it all, fulfills your dream, gives you money. Gives you the luxuries of life. Gives you that, that deep happiness from within. You want that? Then let's look at careers. Let's not look for jobs. Let's not plan for jobs. Let us look for careers. What happens in the career? Now let's go through the list again. Look at the moment you say career, right? Look at the beautiful word career. It is long term. And the arrow is going up. Why? A career is for life. You chose something. Today you may be 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years old, 35 years old, or probably more, but you choose a career for life. And it gives you satisfaction, it gives you happiness. Fantastic. Or when you are satisfied, when you are happy, work becomes play. That means next day morning, unlike the person who is looking for a job, you don't hit your head and say, oh gosh, I have to go. No, you go there with happiness. You are full of energy, you're full of enthusiasm. You're looking forward to the day. Why? Because that gives you the satisfaction, that gives you the happiness. Automatically, when you have satisfaction, when you have happiness, you enjoy your job, right? And you take initiatives because you don't want to wait for the boss to tell you. You say, okay, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can we also do this? You make suggestions. You make recommendations. You are ready to jump in and then take the lead. Fantastic. You start enjoying. And next, you take ownership. right? You're ready to take the lead. You're ready to take the responsibility to make things happen in your organization, in your team, in your department. What happens? You become the blue-eyed boy, because look at the energy, look at the enthusiasm, look at the happiness, look at the joy that you're bringing. There's a lot of humor, there are a lot of jokes, there is a lot of fun, at the same time serious work. You're having growth, at the same time you're enjoying your job. Yes, money follows your success. Success comes because you're satisfied and you're happy. And something else happens. That's the right way to go. So choose careers, don't go for jobs. Driven by passion. What is passion? Passion is love. You love what you do, right? When you love what you do, how can there be boredom? When you love what you do, you tell me, how can there be setback? Even if there are setbacks, even if there are challenges, because you love what you do, you are very passionately involved. What you do, you will buck up. You will look at alternatives. You will find a solution. You will overcome your hurdles and challenges. And what is going to happen? You will succeed. And that success spurs your energy, spurs your enthusiasm. Again, resulting in happiness, resulting in joy, resulting in huge satisfaction. And then continuous growth. Obviously, when you're doing well, when you're contributing to the success of your organization, your department, your team, whatever the case may be, what happens? People notice it. A good person can never be kept down. So what happens to you? Automatically you get picked up for better assignments, better roles, better responsibilities. Career growth is only a matter of thing. It is going to happen. You will enjoy it. You will enjoy more because there is continuous growth. And whatever you're doing, you're very focused. You're very clear. You're not like a chicken walking all over, right? Jumping one job to another with not knowing where to go. You are very driven, very focused. You exactly know how to fulfill your dreams, your wishes, your wants, right? You are enjoying every moment of your career. And it inspires you. It inspires you. Anything, every participation that you do in your team meetings, every time you are involved in a conversation with your customer or with your boss or with your teammate, right, or with your other colleagues, what happens? It inspires you. When you go back and talk outside, right, when you meet your friends, your relatives, right, in various other events and get-togethers, you talk proudly about what you do. It inspires you. What a wonderful way to look at it. That is why. Now, if you want to look at long-term career cannot be based on weakness. Career has to be based on the strength, your strengths. Your strengths you will know. Today, the field of psychometric analysis, emanating from the science of psychology, helps you, right? There are assessments which helps you to gain insight into your strengths, right? Some of the assessments help you, your heredity strength, your genetic, right? You're born with some strength. What are those strengths? Some assessments help you, right? Help you understand what are your strengths because of your upbringing influences, right? That contributed by the people who brought you up. Maybe your parents, maybe the caregivers, right? Maybe the uncle and the aunt, maybe the grandparents, right? Maybe the elder siblings. But whoever helped you in your upbringing influences, those strengths. It tells you situational dynamics. In different situations, how have you behaved and what behaviors have you picked up? What makes you think the way you do, right? And what are those strengths coming out of situational dynamics? Then what kind of communication patterns have you picked up, right? Or from the environment. Because when you listen to your people around, you're likely to pick up those habits. One in terms of communication, other one in terms of behavior patterns. Look, your learning styles, your multiple intelligence. You look at your emotional dynamics, right? You are talking about your ability to think, your ability to look for ideas, your ability to look for analysis, your ability to do things, implement, act it out, get things done for results. All these tells you how you are very different, how you are very unique, how you are very special. These are not aptitude. I'm not talking about aptitude. I'm talking about attitude. Attitude is everything. You would have heard this statement. Attitude is everything. Right? Yes, aptitude we can pick up by learning a skill. Aptitude we can pick up by attending a course. We can pick up knowledge. Knowledge and skills are easy to acquire. But if I develop through assessments, identifying my core strengths, my core attitudinal strengths, how I think, how I feel, what do, how do I analyze, right? If I can find that out, that opens up the Pandora's box. That opens up my future. That opens up and tells me what is the career that I should choose for myself, where I will be happy, which will give me the drive, which will give me the push. You deserve it, my dear friend. You deserve it much more than anybody else. You have your strengths, you have your gifts, all packaged within you. You have your strengths, you have your talents, you have your competency, you have your capability. Today, invest your time and effort in identifying what are you damn good at, right? If it means to take a few assessments, which are all very scientific, which helps you reflect, and it is a one-time investment that you need to do in your life, right? And it hardly costs you anything. I would say, go ahead, invest your time, invest that little money for a lifelong success in your career, in your happiness. You will be very happy that you did it, right? Today, the world of psychology is very advanced and it benefits you. The whole idea of this video is to talk about how we can bring the academic excellence of psychology to your practical life, right? To help you lead a better life. Start practicing today your life strategy. Work on a strategy, choose a career, right? Move from career planning to career mapping. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.